Hi everyone and welcome to week 5. I want to thank you all again for engaging with the topic of presents during this past week and especially for sharing your ideas in Flipgrid. Everyone had such great ideas for incorporating presents and it's really encouraging to see the dedication to this type of topic. So this week we're looking at the importance of feedback to students, especially in the online environment, and the ways we might do this, both formally and informally. There's lots of ways to create a feedback loop, and it can be between student to student or instructor to student. Quality feedback is really important to student success, especially in the online environment as we have that sort of space and time distance between us. But it gives learners guidance, expectations, and a framework by which to continually improve their work, which of course has a longer lasting effect on their learning and retention and skill acquisition. So as we dive deeper into the topic, we'll take a look at the best practices and tools that you can use to give and receive feedback, and especially those tools available to you in Canvas. So the readings we have this week are fairly short, and the reason for that is that I'd like to give you some extra time to play around with the skills and tools for feedback, and maybe even going back to a previous week or topic if you'd like to catch up a little bit and become more familiar with some of the other tools that we've been exploring up till now. The tools and skills we're learning about this week are centered around giving and receiving feedback in Canvas specifically. So that includes building rubrics that you can attach to any type of assessment, and using and building surveys or quizzes, and using SpeedGrader, which is an excellent grading and feedback feature in Canvas that can save you a ton of time when you're grading. In highlighting the quiz tool, or which can be a survey tool in Canvas, I've made a midterm check-in. Just a couple of questions, should take you maybe just a minute or two. I'd love to hear from you about how things are going in this course for you, but I also want to give you this example of a check-in that you can use to implement in your own course, and you're free to sort of use these questions if you'd like to in your own class. And that also leads me to our discussion for this week. What I'd like to hear from you about is your own experiences with giving and receiving feedback, especially online if you have that experience so far, and also your experience with rubrics. We'll reflect and share with each other on how feedback impacts your motivation, either as a student or as an instructor. And finally, I'd love for you to share any effective rubrics that you've used in the past, if you're able to anyway, and why they have been so useful for you. That's it for now, and just let me know if you have any questions this week.